Hi guys, Sam here from New Hampshire Aviation. Today I'm going to be showing you how to identify your Daron planes and figure out what kind of aircraft variant they are. So I'll start by showing you Boeing, and I will show you the 737. So this is the newer 737. The newer ones have wingtips, and then they also have no eyebrows on the cockpit. The tail of a 737 is very distinct. You can see it goes like that. So the older 737 looks like this. There are no wingtips on it. It has the same tail. And there are also eyebrows on the cockpit. So now for another smaller body plane is this 757. So the 757 has no wingtips on it. It is thinner, and the cockpit looks a little bit like a mustache. So that's Boeing's smaller body planes that Daron has made. Now for wider body ones, for example, this is a Delta 767. The 767 is wider than the 757, and the engines are also bigger. Also, if you look at the front, you can see a difference. Now, for the 787, for example, this WestJet, you can tell these very easily because of the cockpit there and the wings. The wings on the 787 are also very curved upwards a little bit. So on the Boeing 777, for example, this United one, these are very easy to tell apart because they have a very thick fuselage and big engines. That's what the tail looks like. And the cockpit is like that. So finally, I'll show you guys the Boeing 747 here. This is probably the easiest one out of all because this is the queen of the skies. Everyone knows the 747. It has 4 engines. It has the hump here. That's the cockpit. And that's the wings. So that's Boeing. Let me show you Airbus. So these are the Airbus planes. I'll start off by showing you guys the smaller one. So this is the A320. The A320 is the same mold as the A320, the A321, the A319, the A318, the A321 XLR. Daron all makes it in the same mold. You can tell you have an A320 by the wingtips over here. And it's also pretty fat because it's out of scale. That's what the cockpit looks like. Those are your engines and the wings. And that is the tail. Now, when you have an A330, you can tell you have one because of the wings and the engines are pretty close to the fuselage, and they're pretty small compared to the rest of the wings. That's what the tail looks like, and that's what the cockpit on the A330 looks like. So right now I'll put up a picture of the A340. I do not have that one right now, but I will be getting 2, an SAS, Scandinavian Airlines A340, and an Air Canada A340. You can tell you have an A340 because it has 4 engines, and it's decker plane that has 4 engines that Daron has made. So next is the A350. You can tell you have an A350 by the cockpit and by the wings. The wings tips are curved up. That's what the tail looks like. The stabilizers are set back a little bit. That's what the wings look like. The wings are pretty long. And that is the tail. So for the last one, the jumbo jet, the Airbus A380, you can tell you have one pretty easily because it's the only double-decker plane fully, and it has 4 engines, and it is the biggest plane. Yeah, it's pretty big. So that is all the Airbus planes. So lastly, the Concorde. this is one of the easiest to identify because it's the only plane that's wings look like a triangle. That's what the tail of the Concorde looks like. And that is the cockpit. So yeah, that's the Concorde. So I have some news. I'm getting a bunch of planes for my birthday, which is Sunday. So I'm going to be doing a lot of unboxings. I also came across this super rare Air Canada A340. And a bunch of rare planes. I also have this United 787 that I'm waiting to unbox, and that should be fun. So stay tuned for that, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Bye.